Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. 22-yard line. As he takes this up near the 25.
22, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, Johnson. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Jones. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Just the first quarter, the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and fake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Strip that ball. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 28. Check Bobcat. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill. Check 36. Rings. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Jones again, the ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
You can't block me. You can't block me. No, 19, target, 19, target. 70 range, go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown!
Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Good.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
12-yard gain.
On third down, you'll give him that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Allen now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills nothing.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
To Dawson Knox.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4th and goal.
Here we go on 4th down. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Shit! Watch the shit! Check three, check three. Check the hot read. Switch.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Tackle made.
And that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep is Micah Hyde. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 1:52 to play until halftime.
You ready?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get this.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Steps away to his left. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second and 15. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 19. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Yeah, you don't want to know. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 38, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike's 49.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line.
Good job. How that boy stepping up.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Dorsett on the return. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
22, the ball carrier.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 36, Allen eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Jones, the ball
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Bills 28, Steelers 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On On second down now, it's Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Again, it's Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
No good.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to file that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Bills Drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
65, 65, 3, 65. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. You gonna see me in your night. Mustang 19.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
midfield. Here's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Steps away. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here we go. Mike 9. Mike 9. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch twist. Watch twist. 60. Trap 60.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
makes the score Bills 35. Steelers 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
score, Bills 35.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Buffalo, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.